Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I closed my Bitcoin and Ethereum trades. My Bitcoin trade negative 14k, my Ethereum trade negative $100. Why? Because they fell back into the patterns. They failed their breakouts. What does it mean when you fail a breakout? It means it's dangerous because it comes back in. You can see Bitcoin broke down. Donald Trump announced the tariffs. We had a big drop. We got a little bit of a bounce and then it failed. Double bottom though at around 101,600. Volume picking up a little bit, which is good to see. We're going to jump closer into technicals. I closed my trades around here, so it's bounced back since I closed it. But my Bitcoin trade was negative 14k and my Ethereum trade negative 100, but I want to be defensive. Why? Because the time to go heavy long, if you remember, was when I was buying on my videos 1.5 years ago at 16,000. Now at 102,000, you've got to be very cautious. It's breakout trades. Don't go all in. If you put all your money into anything in crypto right now, all in, you're going to lose it all, a majority of it. You need to be very defensive at the all-time highs. Join the Crypto Guru chat, which is slightly wonky right now. The font, they'll fix it. 3.64 trillion market cap, 1.3 million viewers. Bitcoin price.live. You can set it up on your TV as well. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. That was before, not in the crypto markets, in my opinion. You've got to be fast. You've got to be smart. With stocks, that is a good, it still applies. I buy Tesla, Google, Meta, if you've been following. I still actively trade it, but I try to hold them on for the long term. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Baron Rothschild. 60k bonus on Bybit if you sign up using this QR code. Become a student, take the courses. Crypto Guru Master Course. Until you take that, you're just gambling. Greed, 68 in the markets, 52% dominance. Funding fee positive, 102,000. And Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce. We're going to go into the technicals for Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to show you my altcoins. And I'm going to open trades maybe on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I've got orders already sitting down. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. And if you remember on Sundays, so tomorrow, every week for 6 or 7 weeks, they've been attacking the Bitcoin price while the ETFs are closed. It is Sunday tomorrow, so let's see what happens. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals, and you can see the market a little bit pulling back, a lot of stuff a little bit red. Uni 3%, World 2.4%, Ethereum 1% down, Bitcoin slightly down. And you can see this is why we broke. We're still above this descending triangle on the daily. The weekly candle finishes in 1 day and 11 hours. And right now, that's a terrible candle to finish. We need a very strong pump on Bitcoin. If this doesn't get a pump, that means it's a doji candle. It's a doji candle. It's a reversal pattern. It's like a doji star or reversal pattern. So if we get that, that means that's a very big indicator that the top could be in, which is dangerous. The monthly candle closed at an all-time high, but you can see on the month the same exact thing, but we still have 27 days, so the month is just beginning. But still, you can see this kind of doji star, which is a top reversal pattern, and we don't want that to happen. On the daily, you can see we're on this descending wedge, and we broke out. That's why I went long here yesterday. We broke out because it's a break of this descending wedge, an early one, which broke out, but then it failed. You can see, and it dropped back on the announcement of the tariffs from Donald Trump. That shows that there's weakness now. However, if we can get a strong bounce here with volume, we can still go to 112,000, the base of that triangle. But you can clearly see on my screen that where we've been going for the last 2 months, it's ranging between 90. We're making slightly higher highs. This low was 90k, this low was 97k. So we're making higher highs, which is good to see. But we need to get a bounce on this descending triangle. When you go closer into the 4-hourly, you can see it's bouncing off it, but it doesn't look like it's holding. We got the first bounce 8 hours ago, and it bounced a little bit to 102,000, and then it came back down again. That's not what we wanted to see. When you see a descending wedge triangle confirm like this, you should see it builds pressure, breaks, bounces with volume and pushes out. Not bounces and then fails and then retests. This is showing weakness. We're getting a double bounce bottom here on 101,000. We're getting a little bit of a recovery. If we can see some big volume push out here, this would be very good for Bitcoin. But you can see a little bit the stochastic, the 200 moving average is kind of like rolling over a little bit. What I need to see now to go long again is I need to see a very strong bounce here with volume. I would even go long if we pushed out to 104 right now, because that would at least confirm there's volume and it confirmed in the trade. If not, then there's a high chance that we finish the rest of the pattern because it broke out early. It should be actually 70% of the move like that and then breaking out. So best trade to open 96,146. That's the safest in my opinion with a lot of supports. 96, the previous low that we had was at 97,700. The recent one. There is a lot of support building at 97 now. We've got a lot of support building at, the biggest support is at 98,900. You can see this is where the most bounces are. You can see all these blue lines are where the support lines are. So first trade I would open is at 98,900. Second trade 95,800. Third trade 91. This is the major supports. And you can see this is these blue lines, all these blue lines. This is what I've got. Blue lines I've got set as my trades. And you can see here on my account, I've got them already set to buy at those prices that I'm talking about. 98,500, 96, 93,600. And you can see my blue lines are 98,900 or 992, 98,900. 2 Bitcoin, 98,900. 95,800 and 91,500. These are the buys that I have for Bitcoin. But it could push out early if we could still be good if we get a strong bounce here. But again, the last 7 Sundays in a row, they attacked the price. So I want to try and activate these trades. I think 98, let's go 3 Bitcoin. Because it's a very strong support. If we come down to 98,900, we'd get a very strong bounce, in my opinion. There's a lot of support there. Like we did last time, we got a bounce from 97 to 105. Hmm. 97,800. Okay, let's just make it 98. 3 Bitcoin. 98, 3 Bitcoin. Can pull there, and 95,891. So I'll open at 3 Bitcoin at 98,800, at 96, 2 Bitcoin, 93,600, 2 Bitcoin. Same with Ethereum. It broke out. We got a bounce though, a recovery since I sold it. I sold it around here actually. I posted on an X. But that trade was about $100 in the loss only because I bought down there. It was in profits, but then I added more here. So it was only about $100 loss. But then we've got around where I sold it. The same thing about Ethereum. Ethereum also failed the breakout. And again, going into Sunday, we've had some weakness where they attacked the ETF with some bad news. But you can see we had this descending wedge, which is a very bullish pattern on Ethereum. Descending wedge builds pressure and it was ready to break out. And it did break out. And you can see it broke out and now it's retesting again. The volume is a little bit there. It did retest and confirmed with volume. But see, it broke back. It came back inside. That's my worry. In my opinion, safest place to go long would be 2,900. Actually, no, the recent low was 3,000. 3,000 would be the best entry. If you can try and get that, that would then confirm this descending triangle. We'll finish it off and we can get a push out. There needs to be some FUD on Sunday to cause it to come down to 3,000. And you can see here I've got trades on Ethereum at 2,900, 2,100, 2,700. And I'll add, let's modify this, 50 at 3,000. 50 Ethereum at 3,000, 30 Ethereum at 2,700, 100 Ethereum at 2,100. I've got a lot of orders just sitting low-hanging orders to execute if there's some big fight in the markets. You know I like to buy when it's extremely red. When there's some big sale, then I want to buy a lot. Right now I'm slightly in the markets, building positions. I want to get it when it pulls back. Let's look at the total market cap to see what's going to happen to crypto. If we're going to get 3 trillion we're sitting, it's symmetrical triangle. It broke out. Look at that. We also broke out of this symmetrical triangle in the 4-hourly, but it's come back inside again. Same here. Broke out early, coming back inside. Stochastic is oversold on the 4-hour. It looks ready to go. On the daily, it's a huge bull flag for the crypto market. Target would be 4.9 trillion. Looks like if it pulls back to here, 3.39 trillion, and gets a strong bounce, we're good to go, confirming to 4.9 trillion. It'll push out. But in my opinion, you have to be cautious here, get breakout trades. The time to go heavy long was in 2023 when I was buying at 17K. Now you got to be cautious. Join us in the Telegram. There's 818 of you online trading together. Head and shoulders. He's showing a head and shoulders on Ethereum on the 1 hourly. Head and shoulders formation. Nice find. Let's see it plays out. People discussing. There's 818 of you. Join them in there. They're showing about the WIF trades. WIF pulled back like crazy. See what I mean? You have to be cautious here. Be very careful. Trade defensively. Make profits and trade. Don't just don't go all in here, everyone. You've got to be don't put any more than 10% in at any one moment. Also follow me on X, 100,900 followers on X. Me discussing kindness is a superpower, costs nothing but makes a world of difference. Today, take a moment to listen, lend a hand, be kind. Check it out. Bitcoin failed the breakout 3 hours ago. I closed it, but we've actually gotten a strong bounce from the $700. But 7 Sundays in a row, we've got this big panic FUD attack that drops the market. Go down below. Bybit sign up, 60K bonus. Main link for trading, lowest fees, best liquidity. Weex, $200 on sign up for USA, UK, and Australia. Bitunix, KYC free, and jamescryptoguru.com for the courses and for the telegrams. And that's my updates in the market, everyone. Again, I'm being very defensive. You have to do your own due diligence, but I want to build positions on the red days, on strong pullbacks. I want my trades to activate. You make money when you buy it. The time to go all in heavy was at 17K. The time to be defensive is at 105K. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.